Our 25th Charity Day was December last year, and the firm obviously split, ICAP split from NEX, which is the part that I run, and this is the first, we're calling it the NEX Giving Day, so there's no confusion perhaps, and we are giving away our day's revenue, which will be approximately about £2 million. There are 6 charities we're supporting in London this year. Mental health is one of the issues that we're trying to focus on. Heads Together is one of the key charities we're promoting. Also some other conservation ones, Blue Marine, local charities, all the charities. Regionally, the office in New York will support American charities, Singaporean charities, Stockholm, Tel Aviv.
Now, you're in the process of selling NEX to CME, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Will this fantastic event continue under the new owners?
The CME have said they have their own charity programme, but they have committed certainly to pursuing the Charity Day again next year. And I hope when the businesses will get together, I'll be on the board of the CME. Maybe they'll continue it in its same format. But one way or another, they're certainly committed to material support of charitable causes and charitable principles. You were a big supporter of the Remain campaign. Why are you so confident that the city is going to retain its preeminence post-Brexit? A lot of people are very sceptical of that. Why am I optimistic? Because you know what? London has got strength and depth in financial services that has proven over not just a year or two, but over decades, even centuries. And France, and Paris, I should say, and Frankfurt have never been global financial centres. The Germans, frankly, have never particularly aspired towards it. They obviously have a great industrial base, manufacturing and technology, and they do that exceptionally well. And they've never really wanted to foster Frankfurt as a global financial centre. The French now represent that they have great aspirations to turn Paris into a financial centre, and if I might say, I think have gone quite actively about attempting to take services from London, for example, euro clearing. I personally think they will fail.
What do you think the city really needs to hear from the PM in terms of Brexit negotiations?
Europe, you know, we import a hell of a lot of cars from Germany and from France and many other things too. So it is in the vested interest of both Europe and the UK, in my opinion, to come to a sensible deal. Unfortunately, you get the sensation that there are those in Europe who actually visibly want to see the UK damaged as a result of this process.
What about the state of the markets right now? I mean, it's very interesting. You've seen bond yields creeping higher, both in the United States and particularly in Europe, especially over the last few days. Speculation that the ECB is going to rein in its asset purchases, unwind quantitative easing. Is this the end of the great bond bull market?
Yes. You want my personal opinion? We have seen the end of the great bond bull market. I mean, we haven't yet had a return of inflation, but we have had a slight upward tick of inflation. We have had a 30-year bull market in fixed income instruments. Indeed, as you very well know, we have in recent years even had negative interest rates in some in the 10-year maturity on some government bonds. I mean, that is historically unprecedented. And I think that extraordinary period is now behind us. The financial crisis, which has echoed for a lot longer than many of us would like through our economic life, is now, I think, beginning to fade. I'm not saying it's gone completely from our memories. I doubt it will. But so I think we are now definitely in the transition back to a more normal interest rate environment where ultimately you will get yield curves. And by the way, I think for that reason as well, my own view is we're probably, around and about the peak of the great bull market too.